Hey everybody, welcome back to One Track Mind Coasters. Today we are going to be predicting a couple of stuff for the 2026 coaster season. Now, 2026 is here, and I'm really excited for the 2026 coaster season. There's still a lot more to come that I haven't even announced yet, but let's get to the prediction. So my first prediction is actually going to be relating Six Flags Qiddiya, which opened at the end of 2025. And even though the newest tallest coaster, Falcon's Flight, which is 638 feet by the way, even looks appealing, I don't think that it will be the best coaster in the park. I think the coaster looks outstanding and looks appealing, but I think it will just be a very huge drawn out layout. And my prediction with this is I think this is going to be very speed heavy, but it's going to be very forceless as a lot of the elements are going to be drawn out. With that, staying at Six Flags Qiddiya in Saudi Arabia, my second prediction will actually be that Iron Rattler, the Vekoma Tilt Coaster, will be the best coaster in the park, and by far the best coaster in the park. We've already heard reviews about Siren's Curse at Cedar Point, and it actually does have a lot of airtime, and it's pretty forceful. It's good for what it is. But obviously, since there's a bunch of other coasters at Cedar Point that overshadow it, it's not getting the recognition that it would at a different park that needs a Vekoma Tilt Coaster as a standout, like Six Flags Qiddiya. And I for sure think this will be the best coaster in the park, without a doubt. It's going to be very forceful, and I think that just by looking at it layout-wise, that this is better than Siren's Curse. And I think this will be much better than Falcon's Flight. Falcon's Flight won't touch this. Now with my third prediction, we are going to be heading into America with Six Flags Over Texas's Giga Dive Coaster, Tormenta Rampaging Run. And this coaster, I honestly think, will be probably the best new coaster edition in America. Now, this coaster, I feel like will receive a lot of more positive reviews than a coaster like Hollywood Drift at Universal Studios Hollywood, mainly because of the 309-foot drop. But I think this coaster overall will be better. And do I think it will be butter smooth? No. But since this is a bigger coaster, do I think this coaster will be smoother than a lot of the shorter B&M coasters with shorter bearings and a shorter track? Now, with my fourth prediction, I don't really want to say this one because this one is rather unfortunate. But unfortunately, I don't think we are going to be seeing another RMC hybrid this year. Do I think we will see a split Rex coaster like they've been promoting? According to what I see at IAAPA, I want to say yes because I think there's hope. However, I don't think so. I really don't. Not as many customers, or I should say parks, have been working with RMC as of late. And instead, I do think we will see another Raptor coaster come out next year. Now, where would this Raptor coaster go? I would actually say a smaller park, similar to what Family Kingdom in Myrtle Beach did. I have a feeling that we will see another Raptor coaster. Now, here I'll name 3 parks and give a little brief description why I think they could receive a Raptor coaster. Number 1, I could think that Knoebels could, mainly because its competitor, Hershey Park, worked with RMC with Wildcats Revenge, and RMCs are really not that expensive. Knoebels doesn't have the hugest budget to work with, but RMCs are actually not worth as much as a manufacturer like B&M or Intamin. Another park I think could potentially get an RMC Raptor is Kennywood in West Mifflin, Pennsylvania. Now, Kennywood, I think, was actually rumored to get an RMC Raptor coaster at one point, but I think because of the cost of steel curtain and how much expensive that was to maintain, plus how much bear supports they had to add or columns, I don't think they I think they kind of scrapped that plan. But honestly, I really wouldn't be surprised if they bounce back and decide to go back to RMC with the hype or the Raptor. And also, Raptors don't take up a lot of space at all, and Kennywood would be a perfect fit for an RMC Raptor. And one more park I think that could eventually receive an RMC Raptor is Kentucky Kingdom. And the reason why I think they could receive one is because they they actually were going to get one for 2020, but the thing is that actually got pushed back, or I think the project got canceled literally just because of COVID. And honestly, an RMC could work perfect for them. An RMC Raptor, more likely, since they already have a hybrid. They might as well get a Raptor since there really isn't a park anywhere near them that currently has one. Now, for my fifth and final prediction for 2026, I think I decide I'm going to throw in a completely wild prediction, and I will be thinking that we will be seeing a new Vekoma tilt coaster open up. And more specifically, I think we actually could see one open in the US. Now, if it's any park possible, I think it will probably be a Six Flags park. Which Six Flags park? There's a ton of great options in my opinion, but here, I'll name 3. I think down the line, Six Flags Great Adventure could get a 200-foot tilt coaster. I also think that Carowinds could get one, and I'm also highly skeptical that Kings Island could get one. Six Flags Great Adventure could easily fit one in Green Lantern spot, and I honestly hope it could be 200 feet because Vekoma's not bad at making hypercoasters compact. Carowinds could fit one where Nighthawk used to be, which is also demolished, and then Kings Island could also put one where Vortex used to be, since that's a big plot of land, and that could also be a 200-foot tilt. And with that, those are my 5 predictions for the year of 2026. Now, please like, subscribe, and comment one prediction that you think that could happen, whether it is a reasonable one or a completely wild one that could work. Thank you all for watching, and see you